Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Sunday night's edition of TMA Live with your one and only Moobsy, and on my right, Mr. Paul Pidge Atkins. Good evening, sir.
All right, mate. How you doing, fella?
I'm all right. It's been, I think it's been a few days since I've seen you, but good to see we're back on after last week. We would like to apologise for last week because someone to my right was a little bit ill, so we couldn't do it. But we are back. We are back, and it's plenty to talk about, plenty to review. Another win, another brilliant win.
Oh, thank God for that. That's all I can say. I'm relieved.
Yes, I think there was a lot of relieved people yesterday afternoon at about 4:45 when the ball hit the back of the net for the second time. So yes, should we get straight on with it? Straight into
Yeah, right. But let's start with the first half. First half was absolutely brilliant. It was a tale of two halves, to be honest. I mean, I didn't go, but I saw it on the stream. First half, football was back to what we've been playing most of the season. Passing movement. I mean, Firmino was just. I mean, he was just on it. There was a period where there's two moments that I remember. Firmino, when he got a lovely through ball, and he basically rinsed two players and put a lovely ball. And I think that contributed to Gray's chance, where it took a little nick off the defender, but even he would admit it was a golden opportunity.
Oh, exactly.
It wasn't complete sitter open goals thing, but it was a golden opportunity. He certainly made up for the goal. Certainly made up for the missed chance later with the goal.
Yeah, I did hear about the missed opportunity, and I did actually begin to wonder myself what was going on. But then he did make amends for it, which it's great to see that Andre Gray has finally opened his account with the Golden Boys, because
thank God.
I think for him, I do feel that it was starting to get on his mind. Yeah. The longer it went on, the more it was. Am I actually going to score? When am I going to score? You've got Deeney knocking on the door saying, look, I want my spot back. He is knocking on that door. So, yeah, I'm absolutely delighted that he's got his first goal. And hopefully now this maybe starts the ball rolling a bit. He can go on a little run, get a couple more and everything. So, but, yeah, like I say, I didn't actually see the game yesterday, nor did I go because I had a wedding to go to.
Yeah.
So I had to sit it out, which I was a bit disappointed about because I would have loved to have gone to the football, but it just was not going to happen. But yeah, like I say, I was delighted with that performance. They're clicking. This is everyone says it's Silva, and it's all this and that. But for me, Silva has done something to that team. I know we've said about it in the past. We said about it on previous podcasts. You go back to last season, and you realise that there was so many. There was no unity. Some of the players were playing, some of them weren't. Some of them didn't like the manager, some of them did like the manager. This time, they are all singing from the same hymn sheet.
Yeah.
At the same time. You've got, everyone working hard in training. Everyone's happy in training. No one's fighting with each other. You got Oliver Bass actually behaving himself, apart from last week at Man City when he tried to get another red card, fouled abysmally.
Yeah.
Actually, no, the ref fouled abysmally because he didn't send him off. And I think everyone would agree he was a straight red card offence for his kung fu kick. But yeah, we've got. There seems to be all this unity and the positivity, and it's coming off. It's coming off us, the fans. We're behind them, and we're playing decent football as well. And I was a little bit shocked with the team selection yesterday because I didn't expect Firmino to walk straight back in. No. I thought Janmaat was going to keep his place because I felt he didn't do anything wrong last week against City, apart from the ball going in the back of the net 6 times. But you can't really blame him. So for me, it was, I think we've actually got. It feels like we've gone back to when we had Slav. Yeah. When Slav was in charge, we had everyone was playing for each other, playing to win. There was loads of positivity then, and it was the promotion push. And this time, we've got it with Silva. It's the younger managers that seem to have this. We're going to push it. you know, we're going to do it my way. If you don't like it, get out. If you want to stay and fight and work and adapt to the new system. So, but yeah, like I said, I can't say it enough. 3 points. I am buzzing.
Yeah, yeah, right. It's back to right. I'm going to give a bit more assessment, especially first half. Right, yeah. Like I say, first half football I thought was brilliant. Yeah, go on, hit yourself, mate.
Thank you.
First half, the football was back to what we've done the last 2 or 3, especially 2 or 3 away games. Penetration, the passing was slick, quick. We're looking for angles. We're looking for those tight balls through the back line. We're looking to pull off, especially Gray, Carrillo, Richarlison, working in cohesion with each other. Defence looking tight. We're defending corners. We're defending set pieces. We're looking a solid unit in the middle. The only criticism I would give them, not necessarily the first half. The only criticism of the first half was wasted chances. I believe we should have got at least three goals up with the chances. They weren't open goals.
According to BBC, they were saying we should have been out of sight.
And they always say, always take your chances when you're on top. We go a goal down. All 3 goals yesterday were poor defensive errors in one way or another.
Yes,
Their one was just, I mean, I agree in some cases with Clement that there was a bit of fortune, but fortune favours the brave. And Greg stole in and scored. You can argue that the Swansea goal, yes, they could have defended much better and cleared it. Which basically means if you're mucking about, fortune or no fortune, it's going to fall to the wrong man if you're going to muck about like that. But in our case, the right man, Gray, good finish. Gomez, I'm not being too critical of Gomez. He could have done a little bit better, but as indeed the whole unit, defensive unit as a whole could have done a lot better.
The whole entire back line.
You could pick out 1 or 2 things with that goal.
Yeah, they need to go and work on that.
The disappointing thing with that was that, you know, obviously with the missed chances, we thought we could have thrown it away. I'll get to a couple of them. Dave Quick.
Sir Dave. Good evening, Sir Dave.
Alan Lathwell, Gary Harris. We've got Stuart James Green as well. You're all on. Hello, guys. We'll say hello to many of you as well.
Yeah, very good evening to everyone as well.
That's it. But you look at the missed chances that we had. We're digging away at the slightly negative stuff without being negative.
Yeah, we are.
The missed chances could have looked like we were going to throw it away. It wasn't the case.
No.
But we battled. The one thing that really, really pleased me, hi Alan.
Evening Alan, evening Mark.
But the thing that really pleased me is we carried on going to the very, very end. We said if we carry on, we keep on pushing, keep on tugging, keep on poking at them, something may develop, and it did. And Richarlison took his chance superbly. I was sitting here, funny enough, sitting on this sofa, watching the stream, going, "Oh God, we've thrown this." But you don't want to think that. You go, "Oh, we've thrown this away. This is, it's a 1-1. Okay, it's a draw, but this is what could have been game. Bang, goal."
Exactly. And we've sprung it. So.
You can look at it as 2 defensive errors, but on our side, you can look at it as 2 opportunities that we pounced on and scored. We've taken those chances, which are, to be honest, probably half chances as well.
Evening, Harper, son. Evening, mate.
Hello. Harper. Hello.
Harper, good evening.
And John Rullier is hit on as well.
Hey,
hello,
Johnny
sir.
boy. Hello, sir. Hello. My old buddy from school. Hello, mate. Hello. Good to see you tuning in, mate.
Right, go with that, mate. With Mark's. Can Watford smash West Brom next week? What do you think?
So we'll give them a game. I do believe. I don't want to see any red cards like last season up at West Brom and a mass draw on the pitch, because that was one thing I didn't like seeing last season, and it cost us massively in the end. I think we can, because a lot of people say about West Brom, but if you look at West Brom's team, yes, they have good players, and I can't deny it now because they have gone and brought well.
Yeah.
But some of their players are 30 plus. Johnny Evans, for example, Gareth McCauley. They've got Fletcher. Gareth Barry.
Barry's fighting off the pain to rigor mortis.
This is. I think we've got a young team. We've got a youngish team now. A lot younger than what we had last season.
Yeah.
I just don't think they're going to be able to handle us. Carrillo was. I think Carrillo had another good game yesterday from what I heard. And everyone's saying, managers are trying to work out already how to stop Richarlison. Well, work out how to stop him, because then you've got to work out how to stop the rest of them piling through.
Well,
So it does, you know.
Go on, go on,
it's, so for me, I think, with what Mark's saying, I think we could turn up and proper play West Brom off the park and get a bit of revenge. You know, I know we beat them at the Vic last season. Good evening, Sheriff. Good evening, Cliff's son.
The Sheriff is on.
The Sheriff is in the building.
Well, can I just say before, because I said I was going to plug this, Mr. G's Retro Rewind. Always think, he always says let's plug it, and he always plugs our one. So fair play to him. He's on from about 5 o'clock on a Sunday, and he always plugs this show. And he's on until about 8 o'clock. And round the 7, half 7, he's always saying, "Watch out for the Pigeon Moobs or Moobs and Pidge for this podcast." So if you go on Facebook, go on, and I'm looking at it now, Mr. G's Retro Rewind, and just go. We've plugged it on our suggested sites on TaylorMade Army. So go on there and listen to it. So some of it's decent tunes, actually. I listened to about 20. I'm trying to prepare this TMA list thing, and I was just sitting there listening to it. I said, "Solid. If we're going to plug it, at least watch it. It is good." Mr. G's Retro Rewind. Go on his group. Subscribe on that.
I did actually briefly click on there and have a look, and I got to be honest, it was pretty good. I was very impressed.
Can we just say, sorry, mate? Can we just say also, this podcast, along with last Thursday's, is dedicated to Stephen Todd.
Yes.
Rest in peace, fella.
Yes, rest in peace, Toddy.
Wednesday night, Thursday morning, he passed away.
Yeah.
I know a lot of you know him. I know you've heard of Stephen as well. Shared the thing. If any of you guys want to pass on any memories, any good memories of him, I know one of the guys. Sorry if you're watching, I will put this through, but he spoke to him in the museum not a while back, and he was good.
I saw the article on that from Watford Observer.
That's it, and and someone actually posted on TMA as well.
Oh, did they?
They met him in the museum as well, and he's a good contributor to the museum. So rest in peace, Toddy. Mark's sentiments there as well. Yeah, rest in peace, Toddy. Like I say, this is dedicated to Stephen Todd. Put all your stories of Stephen on here. We'll read them out, and obviously you guys will read them because it's on the comment section. But
exactly, and also post on the group as well. Don't forget that. Post on the group.
Pictures and everything like that. You know. And it's almost coming up for West Brom. I like to just remember Ray Batchelor from last year.
I was there. That was horrible to hear on the way home.
Yeah, so almost a year from West Brom. Just a
double whammy.
That's it, exactly. And also, this is our this is a 25th broadcast. Live for me personally, and it's one of our 10th. I think it's our 10th one here.
I was going to say, I don't think I've done 25 yet.
All broadcasts.
Yeah, all broadcasts.
This is our 10th one apparently in all broadcasts and everything.
Brilliant. And there's going to be many more to come. So.
And that's why I've got this on, because the first real poorly done rest in peace Raimondo,
Raimondo, yes.
Poorly done podcast had this on, but it's it brings back memories. So rest in peace, Toddy. And Ray Batchelor.
Yes, Sheriff and Acid did conquer Wales yesterday. I'm very, very pleased. I'm surprised you two got out of there alive with him, but I don't know what Acid's like. He'll kill me for that if he is.
Right, let's get on to
moving swiftly.
Yeah, move swiftly, but back, and it's promising.
Yes.
But the Deeney Gray debate, I don't want to dwell on it too much, but let's do it. Topic. We're going to go on ladies' news after this. Well, let's get this is the main debate today. Gray and Deeney. Which one is going to be playing? Who's going to be the most consistent player? And this is the last time we'll mention this one because I know we've been doing the front three. Can they play as a two? But as a one, and this is the final debate we'll have of this. Who's your starter out of Gray and Deeney?
I'd always go with Deeney. Always, because he is our talisman. He has been our talisman for many a season now. He's bulky. He can. Well, he's not bulky, but he's big. He can hold the ball up. He can bring other players into the game.
Yeah.
Having Gray, yes, we do have a different outlay. And I think both of them bring pros and cons to it.
Yeah.
But I still say I have to go with Deeney. He is my favourite player. So, but I think with Gray scoring yesterday, that takes the pressure off him a bit because I think he was starting to look over his shoulder and say, "I'm going to get dropped soon if I don't bang one in, at least one in the game."
Yeah.
So getting that goal yesterday, everyone saw the reaction. The relief on his face, you could see it. in the pictures as well. So for me, I still pick Deeney, but at the moment, Gray has edged it. But if something happens to Gray, Deeney is going to come straight back. He's going to show him exactly why.
See, I'm 50-50 with both of them, but I'm going to go on the Gray side for this time because you've got done Deeney. I'll put a case for Gray.
Yep.
He started most of the games apart from the Liverpool one. He's one of those that likes to, like Deeney has mentioned before, likes to run off the last defender.
Mm-hmm.
His pace, he's got more pace than Deeney.
Yep, he has.
This is not a criticism thing. This is we're taking two sides of this. He's got more pace. Finishing, there's a debate more for Deeney at the moment, but his work rate, as for Gray, has been tremendous.
Yeah, it has. It has.
And
that
he
has
really
been,
impressed me. And that goal, I really hoped he scored yesterday, just for his confidence, and as well as people saying, and quite rightly, people have said that he hasn't scored goals, and he needs to add that to his game, along with the hard work, along with bringing other people in. And at the moment, I would stick with him because he's been playing and he scored his goal.
Yeah.
But that's not terribly knocking Dean. That's just making a case as a 50-50 case.
No. Totally agree.
But personally, if someone asked me between them, I'd be very split.
Yeah, I think it's
just
a tough one to call.
Yeah.
It is a very tough one to call. Just seen a comment there from Cliff. Landhorse Social Club, Swansea, £2.55 a pint. Acid was in heaven. I bet he was, Cliff. I bet he was. You wait, I'll see him tomorrow at work. I'll get him for that. I'll be having a little wind up with him. I'll explain that one later on, by the way, to you.
Yeah. We'll delve into that. Definitely delve into that later.
Right, yeah.
Mr. Quick, who's been very quick.
Yes, he's been very quick. Yes, he's on it.
Just about Gray for me. He says nothing wrong with a bit of rotation now and then to keep the opposition guessing. No, good idea.
I think that is going to come into play at some point because if people start realising we're just going to keep playing the same front three, or however he's got them lined up, then they're going to start working out what to do. So there might be a few times where he's going to swap it over and say, you know what, Deeney gets the start and Gray's just going to have to sit on the bench and wait for 70 minutes.
I mean, there's and this is not a knocking the doubters because we've always said on TMA it's about opinions and we won't lambaste you for any opinion. You disagree all you want because that is your right and that is what we encourage as well. You've got an opinion. You don't agree with something we say or anything else that anyone else says on the forum. You say it. But you get the Gray doubters. But you get the Gray supporters. The Gray doubters would have had a case second half against Swansea in certain periods because of, and he possibly got a bit tired. He ran a lot. The Gray supporters would have had a big case in the first half because that was Andre Gray that we have seen most of this season. Yeah, when he's on it, working hard, linking play, and he scored his goal. Second half, you had a case for the doubters. Yeah, because then you could say, well, hang on a moment, he faded in and out of the game. He didn't really get much success when he was trying to get the ball. He was getting crowded out a little bit. But was that
down to Swansea changing their system at half time and bringing a couple of players on? Because I know they did a double sub and changed the formation, which seemed to really spring them back into life. Hence the reason why they had a bit of an onslaught. So, yeah, I think I don't think this debate will ever go away. I think it's always.
Just say hello to my Mrs. Sue's online and Laura Swatton is online as well. So
hello, Laura.
Hope your holiday was good.
It's been a holiday.
It's been a holiday. It was all over my Facebook and Moobs feed. So I hope you had a good holiday, Laura.
Yeah, I hope you did as well, though. I hope you did as well.
Back at the pick.
Yeah. Well, you just said that.
Cliff's made a good point.
The service to Gray second half was not. Yeah, I think that's because Cliff Swansea. I think because I didn't really see yesterday because I was very tied up with other stuff. I think that's partly down to Swansea changing their system at half time. I think Clement realised he had to cut the supply because if he didn't cut that supply, if he hadn't done it half time, we probably could have scored after half time or something, and then it would have been curtains for him. So, and Surin has arrived. Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir.
One of two gym partners I've got now. He turned up on Friday and he did some weights with me.
He actually messaged me about this afternoon when I was at work. Surin, thank you. You actually kept me going at one stage at work, so I was very, very tired last night. I won't say why, but it was a good night. That's all I
think it's naturally. I mean, we may have to kind of. It's a good option. What Cliff was saying, we went more direct. We did go more direct when Deeney came on. It probably contributed to a little breakdown of play, but it's a good option.
Yeah.
Certain parts of that second half, we didn't need to go direct. We needed to be more contention.
Just need to keep it on the floor and knock it around.
Knock it about, get a bit of contention, get them wound up because they were already wound up because, you know, at the time it was 1-0, but they got a quick goal about 10, 15 minutes in.
About 10 minutes in. So,
the sub, I mean, elaborate, through the back, I mean, it's an experiment. As long, I've always said, and I said this as a backup to Walter, to be fair, because I know I've been one of his. I had one of his doubts. It's good to be a 3 at the back if you know what you're doing. Problem is though, they've been trained this season to play 2 at the back, and switching to 3, I think it felt a little bit out of the ordinary.
Yeah, they got a bit nervy, but you know. It's unlikely he'll switch to a back 3 against the big guns, the likes of City, United, Chelsea, Arsenal, Tottenham.
Yeah, because it would be an absolute mauling if we.
Can I put a deluded twattery of Liverpool in there? Or
you could do it.
Yeah, I could do. Yeah, that's the 6 I'm allowed. Just this once. I think
just for them.
No,
to get the crap out.
So I don't think we'll see the back 3 that often. I think it's only going to be maybe in a game like yesterday, he felt the need to try and do something different. Maybe to try and maybe putting a third centre back on to try and keep Abraham quiet. Whether it worked or not, it's a bit unsure. But if he thinks it's going to work, then he'll do it again. But if he thought not, then he'll abandon it and think of something else. That's what he's paid to do. And at the moment, he can't. Silva can't do no wrong as far as I'm concerned because he's we can all forget about the Man City game because we knew we weren't getting nothing from that. So bouncing back yesterday like we did was absolutely massive because for me, if we had slipped up again yesterday, the doubt then creeps into everyone's head. Oh, what do we do now?
It shows strength of character.
It is. It is strength of character. Well. It is. It's massive strength of character to bounce back. You get smacked for 6 1 week and then you've got to go again the following week and flush it out your system. But could be worse, could be Crystal Palace.
I mean, my personal man of the match yesterday. Let's give us your man of the matches because I haven't usually put that much on the forum about this. But my personal man of the match, Firmino, was brilliant. Mm-hmm. My personal man of the match was Firmino.
Yeah,
yesterday, like you said, you was very surprised. I was very surprised when I saw the lineup. I was more surprised with Capoue being in, obviously because when I found Shalabah had their injury, so it was a natural one in there. But Firmino for me was man of the match.
I was going to say, I actually got to give Silva a bit of credit because I don't think he said in the pre-match press conference that Shalabah was injured.
No, and
if that's the case, he did well to keep that quiet because. Swansea were then planning, we've got these 3 to contend with. Team sheet goes in, hang on a minute. Where is it?
The only thing
I think it's what threw everyone yesterday was to where he was, but then it was confirmed he'd picked up a knee injury in training. Hopefully, and I really do hope he is not out for a considerable amount of time. Right? That's just like a minor knock, and they've said, look, we're not going to risk it.
Yeah.
But looking at some of these, Maps, Carrillo. Yeah, I think
Maps came in for a few of them came in for criticism. I know I'm not delving on Man City anymore, but because it's in the past now, we're focusing on yesterday's great win. But of a few people, Maps was one that got criticised a lot. Some of it was unfair, some of it was justified in a way that he was being found out, but a lot of them were found out. And I said on Thursday that, and I said this to Dino as well, that if he comes up trumps on Saturday, all will be forgiven because it wasn't a complete disaster, but he was found out quite a lot. And yesterday he was solid.
Yeah.
But that's what Maps is like. You know,
Exactly.
he's done it.
He'll go.
You're surprised how many appearances Maps has actually had in the Premier League. He's a
He's
solid defender.
He's had a heck of a lot.
A lot of people would not realise how many Premier League
games
appearances
he's played. You know, he's been Alice has been at Reading, both were in the Premier at the time.
He's a reliable player that can come in when you've got an injury crisis and do a job for you.
Mm.
And he's a perfect guy. He's still only, was it 29? 28? Only 28 or something.
Hang on a minute, I thought he was the same age. I thought he was around that same age as Doyley. Right, hang on a minute. Here's one for you guys that are watching. How old is Mariappa? Let's clear that one up. How old is Mariappa? So if you're on, quickly go on Google, type Mariappa in and see what.
So if you put in Carrillo, I'll tell you what, Carrillo would be my second one for yesterday, and then Maps. And I'm not saying that because that's all we've put down, but I think, you know, Firmina did in a way. Maps is 30. There he goes around 30. Yeah. I did think he was about 30, definitely. Right, let's get onto some ladies news.
Yeah.
I've got a few things here, so excuse me if I keep looking over here. But they lost 3-1 to Millwall yesterday. Today.
Yeah, today.
First game of their league campaign. Kevin Bonas's team has finished 8th in the spring series after 2 bottom place finishes for the last 2 seasons. So 8th place is a decent enough return after the last 2. Not disasters, but it's an improvement. Several names have been added to, notably Kylie McCarthy, Laura May Walkley, Bianca Bragg, and Helen Ward. And I know a couple of them are Welsh internationals. So apparently they put in a decent shift today, and they were not disgraced against Millwall. They had a penalty save as well.
And we also we got to say that Watford ladies finished with 10 men today. 10 women today.
10 women. They could have had 10 men.
They could have had 10 men, but
I think it was 10 women playing.
Yeah, I think it was 10. Yeah, I think you're right on that one. There was somebody was sent off for 2 yellow cards. So I did see it come up, but I didn't catch the name. So
can I say thank you to Dave Quick for posting all those.
Sir
David Quickshare for the quick responses and the quick updates.
Responses.
Yeah.
Just going back to what Cliff said about Carrillo. Carrillo, if he probably did look tired in the second half, I think it's because he hasn't played. He's only played since he's been with us. He wasn't playing for Benfica before he joined us, so I think that's where the tiredness thing comes in, because I think he's still really trying to get his match fitness really up to 90 minutes again.
Yeah.
But the more he plays, the more that's going to happen, the quicker it's going to happen. So, I just wanted to go back to that one.
I just say, Kevin Hammond, hello, mate, and Mr. Neil Price is on.
Hey, Pricey. Good evening.
Sir Hammond as well.
Yes, and Sir Kev, yes.
Yeah. Spray on shirt. It's just the abs, mate. It's just the abs.
I thought he was saying that one for me.
It probably was, mate.
Drunk.
And disorderly.
Yeah, Kev, yes. Don't surprise me, Kev. It's Sunday night. Good on you, mate. I'm staying sober.
Grove Hill Army.
Yeah, I'm staying sober.
Grove Hill Gangsters.
Yeah. So, but yeah.
Let's just touch on the FA Women's. It's the Super League 2 campaign. And like I say, it started against Millwall. They're unlucky today. They had a good game, 3-1. They were unlucky, but 3-1. 10 women on the pitch. There's obviously one sending off. They've kicked off the campaign. We will keep you updated every Sunday with the ladies' news. We're trying to elaborate even more and more and fit it in more and more into the show. Ladies team, we will get more of a mention. I know Dave is posting as much as he can. We will leech as much as we can of news from the ladies team. Like I say, this year is going to be more promising for them.
Yeah, I think
sign a few internationals for this as well.
And I think now the Pozzos have actually begun sort of to realise that the women's league is taking off, and they've gone, you know what, let's invest in that as well. Built up the men's team, like the Golden Boys. Yeah. Now it's time to say, well, you know what, let's get the ladies thing going up a bit. Let's get them moving forward. So,
top level, there's a lot of exposure now.
There is a lot.
We get up there.
Also, there's one other thing. I watched Football Focus yesterday, and keep an eye out, because they are starting to show women's games. I think you might even be able to catch one on BBC Two, or the interactive service of BBC, or
Yep.
I think it might be. I don't know about iPlayer, but you know, they are starting to show games live, whether it's off a stream or something like that. But if you watch Football Focus on a Saturday, just keep an eye out at the end because they do promote a game or two.
Yeah.
So that if and if what the ladies do get on TV or on the stream, it'd be worth tuning in.
Yeah.
So,
and also, guys, if you go to any of the ladies' games, I mean, we're gonna try as much as we can. If not this season, certainly next season. If we, finally me and Dino get our season ticket, we'll definitely get a few ladies' games. If you do go this season, get your opinions in about them, how they've been doing.
Yeah.
I think we'll get as much exposure for the ladies' team as we can. There's extra debate. We can debate about the ladies' team season, how they're getting on, how the new signings are doing, where they are in the league. Let's get some exposure for them. It's not just about the men's; it's mainly about the men's team. But we know that. But let's get some exposure for the ladies football as much as we can. Big up the ladies.
Yeah.
Right, Silver's press conference is pretty much, like I say, once again, just reflected on how we're doing. Pink mug.
Yeah, Kev's getting me because I've got the pink mug again.
The pink mug. I always give him the pink mug. It's brilliant, mate. Honestly, it's one of those things. I always have to change my shirt for this. He always has to have that shirt on plus the pink mug. So it's just the way it is, mate.
Exactly.
Honestly. But it's for a press conference. We started well. Like we've already said, we didn't take our chances when we needed to.
Yeah.
And he's pretty much covered in his post-match conference what we just talked about
what we just said.
There, which is perfect because we're just pretty much just running on what we've had before.
Unlike Matt Zari last season, he made up about 20 excuses and nothing to do with the whole game, and yet we saw something completely different to what he did.
Yeah.
Deluded Italian versus
deluded twattery Italian.
Yeah, deluded twattery Italian versus a normal speaking Portuguese guy.
Yeah, I'm quite, like I say, the players were absolutely disgusted that he could speak English. He could speak English, especially the coaching staff.
Yeah, they all had heart attacks.
But I'll just read back from Alan's comment about it's great having players like Zarate, Watson and Max with their experience just to be even on the background to offer that experience to the younger players.
And I touched on this a few weeks ago. This is still the scary thing. We still have to find a place for Zarate in that team. Now,
we're still finding a place for Pereira.
We're still going to find a place for Pereira, but this is what we've wanted for a long time. This is the competition we've wanted. We still know Zarate's on his way back from that serious injury. So they really are going to take their time with it, and he seems to be happy with that. So for me, it is great having all this backup. Because if we do get an injury crisis, they'll all come straight back in.
And it's good quality to come in as well.
He's fantastic quality. It's not, it's not just like any old player. It's a player with caliber that can do a job and can change a game as well. So, and it's a creative ones.
Hello, Kerry-Ann, by the way. Kerry-Ann Holloway. Hello, Kerry-Ann.
Kerry-Ann. It's not working again.
No, I'm reading it here.
Oh, you're reading it there? Well done.
No, I think it's probably started again, but I'm going to restart this one anyway. So bear with us, guys. We will try and read all your comments. We are trying to get onto them.
More technical issues.
Technical issues all the time. I think it's probably...
I think we'll just blame Dino, I think. It's just easier.
50 comments so far, so
Yeah.
We haven't played our strongest 11 yet. Not even nearly.
No, we haven't.
And Carrie-Ann said hi. So
yes, hi Carrie-Ann.
It's come up
Carrie-Ann.
So.
Dave, I agree with that. We haven't played our strongest 11 purely because the flimming centre backs can't stop getting bloody injured every week.
That's why it's strongest 11. Yeah, if we can get a strongest 11. Pro deal. But I still think even though we looked solid for most of that game, we badly missed Pro deal.
Well, I think Pro deal and Cabal. I think you could have
Pro deal out of the two.
Yeah, all right, mate. Yeah, maybe Pro deal over Cabal just, but I think
Cabal's hamstring is just flimsy as hell. That's what's frustrating me at the moment.
It's one of these is if he comes back and it goes again and again, whether the doctors are going to turn around and say enough's enough, you're going to have to stop playing.
They just need an operation on it.
But they've done that at the end of last season, and it's gone again because they come out and said they were jetting him off unless he turned it down. But I was under the impression he went he went off and had an operation done because he missed the last 6 weeks of the season.
Yeah.
And they said, look, you know, you might all the last 6 games of the season. I think they said, look, you got to have an operation. Let's go and get it done and get you back, because that's how we got back for pre-season. So the fact that it's gone again, that sort of makes me think.
I think David's right. I think he's probably out, but he could be out for about 3 or 4 months. With how badly the tear. It depends how bad the tear is.
Well, they said he's back running already.
Oh, good.
He's already. Both Brodel and Cabal are on their way back.
Yeah.
The other thing is they actually do now on the website injury updates every week.
Yeah.
And it's actually the chief, I think, physio, whatever you call him, or chief medical staff. He actually gives an update on all the players of roughly where they are. They don't say like what their return dates are, but they're saying, oh, he's now getting bedded back in with the first team for training, or this one or someone else is returned to training, but he's trained on his own.
Everyone knows where we stand. It's so much.
Last season, no one knew where we stood.
No. I think that's why they made a priority this season to say, look, we've really got to keep the fans in the loop, because that was the frustration a lot of time. No news was coming out. Real news that we wanted coming from the club.
Well, 1 minute one player was injured, the next minute 7 players were injured, and you didn't know. It's like, well, where did they get injured from? So it's crazy one, but like I say, guys, keep an eye out on the club website. I think it comes out either a Wednesday or a Thursday. Probably around lunchtime-ish. Keep an eye out for it, and it comes up with the injury updates. So,
right, let's start the Legends talk now. It's the final half an hour. Let's start the Legends talk. Right, your best midfield 4, any era. You can mix and match about the era or eras. It doesn't have to be 4 from the 80s. It's all the way through from the start to now. Your midfield 4. Who's your midfield 4 of all time?
Oh man, right. I am going to go with.
Difficult.
This is tough. You just dropped an absolute bombshell. You're worse than North Korea. But I would like to apologise for that one.
It's controversial.
It is controversial.
After the last half hour, it was always controversial.
Right, I'll go with Michael Hyde.
Yep.
Michael Hyde. Mid.
We're talking about the top 4 the midfield 4. Tell us.
I'll have Richard Johnson in there.
Yep.
I'm going to go with one of my favourite all-timers, Super Alan Nilsson.
Yeah.
And completing it, oh God. Absolutely done me like a kipper there. Played left. Who played on the left?
Oh no.
Oh God. This is going to bug me. I can't use my phone. Callahan, Johnson. Yeah, I'd go. Actually, I'd have Ashley Young.
Right.
So that's my midfield.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, go on. Yeah, now Karma's coming to get you, mate. Trust me.
Oh, good. Right. Barnes definitely on the left. It's hard to say Callahan. It's hard to not say Callahan on the right. Midfield, Les Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
For argument's sake, I'm just going to put Ramage. Ramage in centre midfield. It's got to be Ramage.
Dino's parked up in the corner.
We've got a Man United fan, Brian Adams, over here as well. So we'll get him on the sofa one time to talk about. When United's on, mate, you're here. So he's coming on. We're going to get Brian Adams on.
Yeah, special guest appearance.
Yeah. Right, here we go. Right, so we've got Barnes, Les Taylor. I have to go with Ramage because he's one of my favourite all-time players. I'm going to get sorted for this. And then I'll just put Callahan because Jono, as a whole thing, would take over Ramage because of his overall thing, but it's just because he's one of my favourite players ever. See, because you could lob Ray Train in that as well.
Yeah.
Put someone like Ray Train or Kenny Jackett.
Yeah, exactly.
Jackett's in there.
Yeah, there's plenty of them.
See, this is your favourite.
Yeah, this is your favourite midfield.
Favourite all time. This is your favourite.
Yeah.
If you're going to put the all time, I'd put Jackett in midfield with Les Taylor, with Barnes and Callahan. It would just be an 80s back there in midfield, to be honest. But I'm going to stick Ramage in there because that's Ramage is my favourite. So midfield 4, What did you go with again? You went to
I went with Youngie, Alan Nilsson, Michael Hyde, and
Barnsley.
no, Richard Johnson.
Yeah. He's breaking the mold. It's good because it's your favourite.
Yeah.
And that's where I like saying favourite rather than all time, because all time is usually there's a status quo about this. That it's always roughly the same people. When it's your favourites, you throw another couple. Why the hell did he pick him? But
there's plenty of other favourites I'm now thinking of that I could have put in.
Right, I've got a couple here. Ricky Holden, Siren Viz put Barnes, Kelly, Jacket, and Taylor.
Yeah.
Alan Lathwell has put McNamee, Marn, Reza, and Amrabat. His favourite. That's
McNamee!
Macca.
Forgot about the little man.
But he put his favourite. I think I'm not going to say he's on a wind-up because that's his favourite one. So I'll give that to you, mate. Right.
McNamee, good
Keep messaging your favourite midfield four. But let's do your favourite all-time back four.
Oh.
Back four as well. Midfield four, back four.
Right, back four then. Lloyd Dino.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Jada Merrick.
Yeah.
Stevie Palmer. And Paul Robinson.
Yeah. I hate Dave Quick, by the way, because he's just put Hessenthaler as well. And he's put Ramage though, so I love Dave for that.
Right, he voiced the pillow for that one. He voiced that.
Yeah, he voiced the pillow. Hesse was awesome.
Yeah.
Hesse was awesome. Right, my back four. Gibbo and Porter.
Yeah, okay, give you that.
Gibbo and Porter. McLennan and Simo.
Yes, good choices. Yeah, John McLennan,
Yeah, that's pretty much. That's basically sorted it out for me. I really do want to put David Oldsworth, or actually, not Porter. I'm going to put, because he's been on there, Neil Price.
Oh, Pricey. Yeah, we got Pricey.
I'm going to put Pricey on the left. Like Clowns to the left and me Jokers to the right. There we are. Pricey and Gibbo right and left, and then Simo and McClelland.
Exactly.
Simo always been, but then you have the likes of Colin Foster and Holdsworth. Okay, they weren't in the same class as that, but those two were solid. As a pairing, they were solid. And you had for a very, very few games, Dean Yates and Keith Millen.
Yeah.
For a short period. I know it's not good. Exactly. It's a favourite. One. Here, we've got a couple right. Gibbs on the right, Kennedy, Garley, and Page. Right, quick. Alan's put Robbo, Demeric, Page, and Lloydie.
Yep.
Jolly Bass. Dave's had to put his Jolly Bass quote in. Dave, keep going with that one. The Jolly Bass quotes have to keep coming because it wouldn't be. It's like with us saying not saying promising. Right, and Siren has put Gibbo, Rostrum. Rostrum.
Good God.
Damn it. I've still put Pricey on there.
Yeah.
With Rostrum, that would have probably snuck in there, but I'm keeping Pricey. McClellan and Simo. He's gone with McClellan and Simo as well. Favourite ones. I mean, all of them, you can't really argue because, I mean, the Allen one is a different era one, along with Quickies, but.
Mine's. I was going to say mine's more like the modern one, like the late '90s into the noughties. From like basically like from when I was going. So
well, your midfield four. Why would you put that? Guys, if you put up your midfield four and your defensive four, why would you put that up there? Your favourite. It's not because we can counteract your argument and say, well, that's wrong. We just want to see why you put them up there. I put Ramage. Purely because of his passing.
Yeah.
I know I had a few others that I would have put along. Les Taylor just put his FA Cup leadership. FA Cup on it. He always stuck in my memory as Les Taylor, just for his leadership. And and he coached me one time years ago when I was younger. And Barnes and Callan, it's Barnes and Callan because of the wing, the width from those two. And those two in the midfield, Taylor could sit, Ramage could push further forward and create the chances. That's why I did that.
I think with my ones, I'd say Youngie because he was a great left mid for us. He was a free kick specialist. He could whip a ball in. He could take players on. Alan Nilsson for me. Well, I saw him quite a few times at Tottenham before he moved, and he was an absolute awesome midfielder. He would, he could get on the ball, he could get stuff going. Jono, well, he's there.
Jono's Jono.
Jono's Jono. You know, smack a ball from 40 yards, ends up in the back of the
Shoots
net.
from our goal line and still scores.
Yep, exactly. So, and Micah Hyde, well, as the song used to say, he's here, he's there, he's everywhere.
He's everywhere.
You know, he was everywhere. You know, and he was a great player. You know, I used to love. You know, one reason why I used to love going down there, down the Vic, was to see him play. So for me, they're the reasons behind my midfield ball.
Right, can we just say as well, because we haven't done it enough, Stephen Todd, this is dedicated to Stephen Todd, passed away last week, along with the anniversary of Ray Batchelor coming up soon. Rest in peace, Toddy. I didn't know him personally, but I know you've heard of him. Yeah. I didn't really, like I say, I didn't know him personally, but I know a lot of people that have messaged him did. Like I say, this is the least we could do. This is dedicated to Toddy today, and it was on Thursday as well. Another great supporter, you know, loyal, you know, always followed him. Contributor to the museum as well. Lovely man from. Well, I'm not saying he wouldn't be, but a lovely man from everyone was saying as well. So, you know, rest in peace, Toddy. And also,
rest in peace, mate.
Yeah, rest in peace, mate. You know, we'll always mention those guys, no matter, you know, dedicated or not. And also visit Mr. G's Retro Rewind before this. We always say we give him a plug. So just go on Facebook, Mr. G's Retro Rewind. He's on the group here. He's he does it from about 5 o'clock. It's 5 till 8. He always plugs this show. He's a Hornet. He's on this group.
Brilliant.
And he always talks about. He always does football talk on there, similar to this, but his one's a disco. Yeah, pretty much. He's a mini disco, big Watford flag, where his deck is, and yeah. Well done, mate. Right, a couple of justifications for their not the justifications, but reasons behind. Alan says my back four are all leaders, committed, hardworking, and in Page of the Merit. They were class people as well as players.
Yeah, they were. Good. They were.
Definitely, totally agree with that. Quickie says, Ramage was class. Good man. I love you already. I love him before, but I love him even more now. Yep. That legend there. That's all I can say. Hesson Tyler, I loved because he never stopped running. Young just had excited me as much as his potential. Stuart Slater was a great winger in the style I like. Just a shame for the injuries. That was true because it's just a shame. We got him on the tail of his career, and he could have lasted a bit more through 97, 98, but he was just so many injuries and had to let it go, which is a shame. Dixon Ellington up front.
Ellington?
The Duke. Duke is actually a member of this group.
Is he?
Duke is a member. I've added him.
Good
and
God.
I spoke to him a few weeks ago, and he's an absolutely lovely fellow. He took time to speak to me. And even though he wasn't the best at us, I do salute the Duke for being on this group and supporting us, because he said...
Hello, the Duke.
He did say everyone has done a great job here, or doing a great job. This is including you guys that post. It's including you guys, not us doing a podcast or Dave Quick. It's all you guys posting as well. A whole team effort to make this forum the way it is. And Nathan actually said that, so... You know,
cheers, mate. Cheers, Nathan Ellington. Thank you very much, sir. So yes,
well, go back to the. Well, can I just shout out the former Watford youngster Obi Agogo has had a trial at Bolton. He was apparently once a United target, and he's now. It's just been reported. Quickie put this up. About he's now got a Bolton on the trial. So Obi, you know, we shout out. I know someone will probably know, and we'll put this on Twitter, so we'll try and give a shout out to him. You know, good luck at Bolton, mate.
Yeah, yes. Hopefully, he gets a contract.
Right, let's have a sneaky look at West Brom. I know we're going to put it in more detail on Thursday.
Yeah, I was going to say, you guys are touching it more on Thursday. West Brom.
Your predictions, guys. We'll put it up. Soon.
Yeah,
your
I was going to say, we'll post it during the week for predictions, but I think we're going to win. I just generally do. I think, you know, we've still got tons left in the locker, and I don't think West Brom are going to like Richarlison one bit. I think he's going to get kicked, and we're just going to get more free kicks. Don't put Dino in the wall.
Right, it's also put the West Brom thing. We'll touch on this in a minute from Alan. Who pays the most out of us two for a haircut? We'll touch on that in a minute. Go for West Brom. Go on, keep going West Brom for a moment, mate.
Right,
we'll touch
West
on that.
Brom, yes, I think we're going to win.
Yeah.
I think this is. I think with our midfield and the forward line, especially, I just don't think they're going to like handling us at all. You know, we've seen with Gareth Barry in the past when he's played against Watford, he's ended up kicking lumps out of players because he's got so frustrated being rinsed all the time.
Yeah.
You know, so I think I personally think we're going to win. Maybe West Brom will get a goal. They do tend to score against us because we do tend to fall asleep at the back. But I still believe we'll win maybe 2-1, maybe 3-1.
Yeah.
But this year, please, can we keep 11 men on the pitch?
Yeah. I've said for the last 2 away games, I said including Man City and Southampton, I said 4 points. I said 4 points again, but I'm going to change it now.
Mm-hmm.
Purely, it's not a cautious thing. I'm going to go for 2-0 again.
Yep.
I just think it's a consistent 2 goals every single game. I know we left it late to make the second goal this time. I just think if we take our chances in the first half, like you say, Barry's going to get frustrated. You've got Darren Fletcher. They're good, honest pros, good, solid players that will frustrate us if we let them. But if we play our game in midfield and we play the 3, we play pressing, and then we play the pace thing, they will get frustrated. They will get and they will lose all their shape.
Yeah, and they'll just hack people down as well. So
yeah,
and you know, we've all seen them before when they had Berahino the other year. What happened when he took 2 penalties? Okay, let's save them both.
That was
probably one of my best away days ever. That was just mental being there. If you were there, you know, that was history making because that was just, well, it was class.
And rest in peace, Ray.
Yes, and rest in peace, Ray. Yeah, like I said at the start, being on the train home from West Brom last year and seeing the news flash up that Watford fan wasn't going to make it home, and the tragedy passed away.
Football becomes completely secondary to everything anyway, I think.
Yeah,
and there's a lot of things, family things, especially when a fan, young and old, never makes their way home. And especially someone as loved as Ray.
Exactly.
I mean, like I say, I never knew him.
Oh, I didn't either. I didn't know him, you know, but he was.
But I know you heard a lot of lovely stories about him.
Oh, yeah. I know a few people who knew him, and they said he was just top notch. So.
Right, I'll get to shout a couple of things out. Right, Alan said the Duke was a decent player. He's back to Ellington. Decent player, brought in at a time when our football was percentage football. It was bloody awful, and we expected miracles out of Ellington. But I think as well, a big price tag didn't help him. But when he came, I went, oh my God, because at Wigan, he was awesome.
He was on fire.
Him and Jason Roberts.
Yeah, him and Jason Roberts were the.
Right, Siren said 2-0. Siren Viz 2-0. David Jacobs, draw at West Brom. 3-1 Kevin Hammond.
Go on, Kev, son.
2-0 to the Horns, Sam Dukes, Walbridge. Alan has said 1-1 next week. It's going to be a horrible game. Kevin has said he never gives the ball away.
I wonder who we're on about in the midfield.
Kerry-Ann said 3-1, definitely another away win.
Yep.
3 games, 4 points. Next 3 games, 4 points. This is brilliant. And we'll move on about this. Kevin, actually, come on the show for Thursday and start this debate up with me and Dino, and we will touch on that. We'll use that as one of our main debates the next 3 games, including what obviously we delve into West Brom. So we'll look at that as well, mate. But no, we'll definitely kick on with that. We're too dangerous going forward for West Brom to handle. That Sam Woolridge. Dave Jacobs says set pieces though. You know, Sam has put we have the flag for Ray coming to West Brom. Brilliant. Like I say, once again, rest in peace, Ray, for last year. Obviously, Stephen, Toddy.
Yeah, and Toddy.
Rest in peace. We'll go as one next week for Ray. Fantastic. That's brilliant. Alan said it was at the West Brom game we won 1-0. Gomez, like you said, taking 2 penalties. The end of the game when Gomez came to fans and sang his name solidly for 3 minutes.
Oh, God, yeah, I lost my voice.
And Kevin said, let's do it for Thursday. So we'll touch on that Thursday, mate. Guys, if you want to do this, and we do it Thursday, I'll let you get on with this, mate. If you do this all through the podcast and you want to elaborate on stuff that will cover from the following podcast, feel free, guys, because the more stuff that we put on, the less we're going to get stumped when we run out of ideas. So that also helps us as well.
We're almost in bed. I can't actually think what I was going to say then. It just went out of my head. Oh no! We're gonna reveal who has to pay for the for a haircut.
Let's get on this.
Alan, we're gonna reveal it. and I've got a feeling I know who's going to pay the most.
Right, you.
It's me.
Yeah, I had this is free. I have to admit, it's poorly done because it's free. But originally, and I'll go on like a minute thing about this. Well, 30 seconds. I'll try.
10.
This was 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. My God, it's got 5 seconds. No, but my daughter actually cut my hair in November. She grabbed the ponytail. It was about that long, the ponytail. And I looked at it and said, right, look, I look like a prized idiot anyway. Why don't I just have a mohawk? So, and I'll tell you what, this will happen again at Everton. I'll keep banging on about this, but we'll go to Everton again. I'll be Watford shirt, and I've got all my in-laws are Evertonians. Hence why I've got a very big soft spot for Everton. But yeah, deluded. It is twattery, but there you go. Walking towards the club shop with my bright yellow Pidge 29 shirt, gleaming with pride, by the way, walking towards the Everton home near the home end. With half of me mates who know what has blatantly been at the Gladys Street a few times, going "Hooray!" like that near the club shop, and my father-in-law going, "What the hell are you wearing?" And I said, exactly. "Well, I see you're covering up your shirt." Yes. I said, and I still remember that trick because Tranmere got off the coach and doing their playoff final, walking off, giving it all the big football walk, and everyone's looking. All of us are sitting there after our stop off, going, "Who?"
Tranmere who?
I'm trying to look for John Aldridge. Where is he?
Or Jason McAteer even.
McAteer, no.
But yeah, unfortunately, Alan, I do pay the most. I pay £6 to have this done, so it's normally worth it. You can't actually see it at the moment because of the light again.
Kevin, if you can actually pay for me, it's £10 for charity. Sorry, mate, I keep jumping in. He's going for charity of your choice, £10. Kevin wants me to dye it. Can I just remind you, it's a bloody good idea, but can I just remind you, I'm a nurse. So it's bad enough trying to get away with this in work. If I dye it yellow, but I'll tell you what, it's a bloody good idea. Yellow, red and black. If I could get away with it, mate, trust me, it'd be red, yellow and black.
I'll tell you what, go and speak to your bosses first and see if they'll allow it.
And then they turn around and say, we're Luton fans, and we're like, right, cut it off.
Well, if that's the thing, then we'll definitely do it and wind them up. Yeah. But yeah, if you go to your bosses and say you want to do it for charity, I'm sure they're going to turn a blind eye. Yeah. It can't cause that much distraction, surely, unless it's an ambulance driver coming in and might crash.
Let's go. As we're not just doing this because we're trying to run the clock down or anything like that. But can I just go back on but let's get back on the ladies thing. Like we mentioned it before, and we just sort of skittled over it a little bit. They were in the Super League, the first game of the campaign. They lost 3-1 to Millwall. Unlucky. Apparently, he put a bloody good performance in. They went down to 10 men, but 10 women. Sending off, penalty save. Like I say, they lost 3-1, but Kevin Bonas has finished 8th in the spring series. The last 2 times they finished bottom, so it's definitely an improvement. I mean, the club are invested a bit more in the ladies' team, which fair play to them because we've managed to get 2. I'll wheel off a couple of names now. These are notable. Signings? Kylie McCarthy. We've got Laura May Walkley, Bianca Bragg, and Helen Ward. At least 2 of them are Welsh internationals, and for a club. Up and coming women's ladies, how you want to put it, team. We're signing internationals now. We've got an ex-England under-20 international in goal, I think, who used to be books at Chelsea as well. Yes, we all know how big Chelsea are as a team. Exactly, yeah. So we're attracting younger international experienced players for the ladies team. So it's looking good for them. And they're unlucky today. So we'll keep on covering the ladies team.
And I do believe the ladies' team are playing at Kings Langley Football Club. I'm under the impression they're playing their home games at Kings Langley Football Club. So, it's another reason to go down. As Kings Langley is not, it's literally 5 minutes for us because we're only down the road from it. So, like I say, it's in Kings Langley. It's not miles away. I know the other year they were playing at Berkhamsted Town Football Club.
Yeah.
This time they've gone to Kings Langley. So, if you get a chance on a Sunday afternoon and know they're at home, head on down there and cheer them on. I think even I might try and get down there at some point because I wouldn't mind seeing it.
Like £30 for a season ticket. I think it's half price under 18s and it's free for season ticket holders. So if you've got a season ticket, you just show your ticket, you go in, and you're supporting the ladies' team as well. And occasionally you do put cup games on at the Vic as well. And we will be trying to get down a few for them as well. Definitely.
Yes,
support the ladies.
Yeah, definitely. Cheer them on.
Kings Langley Football Club. So, as much as you can, guys, because, I know a lot of the website and the videos, they are trying to publicise them a hell of a lot more.
Yeah,
so we will try and expose
the more publicity they get, the better, the more it's going to generate, the more interest it's going to generate. So, I'm fully behind that. I think I might actually try and go next week if they're on. Actually, what am I doing? Okay. No, hang on,
if you do, come back and review it on it.
Yes, I'll have to check their fixture list, but I'll also have to check what I'm doing as well.
Can we say we were over 500 now?
Yes.
Under a year of our existence, I personally started this. Is not taking credit because I started it, but the likes of you, Dave Quick, and all these people have carried it on. Yeah. So it's a group effort.
Yeah,
someone starts it, but everyone else allows it to grow. Over 500 people now. Everyone's added. It's fantastic. We're growing all the time. We want to be as popular as the other forums. Not better, just as popular. It's another alternative around all the forums. We haven't got we haven't got too many forums. This is another one. This is objective onto the other ones, and it's not competition because we love all the other forums and we put them up suggested as well. So if you haven't joined the other forums, Cursing Hornet, 1881.
Enjoy the game.
Enjoy the game. Yeah.
The Hornet's Nest forum.
There's loads of them. Just add them on, and like I say, Mr. G's Retro Rewind is one of ours as well. Visit the WD18 boys as well.
Yeah. Check out those boys, especially on Instagram. You can find their uploads from all the games they go to. They do interviews before and after games. So if you see them at games and you want to go and have an interview with them, go and do it. It's basically rivaling Arsenal Fan TV, but hey ho, we'll be doing it better.
It's better.
Yeah.
It's not a parody. Arsenal Fan TV is a parody. Their one is just a bunch of lads, and they're just interviewing fans. It's not, and they're trying. It's different every week. It's not the same bleeding idiots. Exactly. I'm not saying any of ours are idiots, but in terms of Arsenal's ones, it was the same idiots every week. With WD18,
you're not the same blood.
In it, fam. But fam and blood are the roof with Arsenal Fan TV. With WD18, go on YouTube, type WD18. Look on their site, and also, can I just big up the Yellow Pages, because I know we're possibly the fanzine. What for fanzine?
Oh right, I thought you meant Yellow Pages is in the
not
one that
the Yellow Pages. No, because we're not putting an effort to sell him anymore. We've already taken that out. No, but the fanzine, we're doing a little article in there. Thing soon, hopefully.
Oh, brilliant!
So we said we're going to plug them anyway. We'll plug them all the way through our podcast as well, and hopefully be an association and help them out and stuff like that. So we'll look out for that very soon. That's coming up. Like I say, with 500 people, let's get this time next year at least 1,000.
I think we will. I was going to say, and like I say at the end of every week, tell your friends, tell your work colleagues, tell your neighbours. Tell your other family members that might just be sitting there. Might be sitting there with you, who's not joined yet. Tell them. Join up. You guys make it what it is.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. And I'm ecstatic it's gone to 500 already. It's brilliant. So, massive well done to all of you. And like I say, please keep telling everyone. Keep plugging it. If you go out on the road with the Golden Boys, like me, like I do, although I've only been to one this season so far.
Mine is up and coming.
Yeah, yours is up and coming.
Yeah.
Just keep telling people about it. Keep saying to them, we do the podcast. We do, it's an interactive one for everyone to get involved in. So just keep telling people.
Yeah.
And if they don't join, just add them.
Yeah. Can we just check that it's called the Golden Pages, not the Yellow Pages, of the Golden Pages.
I was going to say, please do not say it. You had me baffled then.
But we are doing an article for them, so we will be plugging it properly every podcast from Thursday. So the Golden Pages, guys, buy it. If you see it at the ground, buy it. It is good. I've read it a couple of times, and I've spoken to the guys as well. So buy it if you see it. It's a good read. and from personal experience as well, because I've actually read it, not just plugging it for the sake of it, because we're doing an article. It is very good. So yeah, like I say, you know, if you post on other forums, brilliant, because we need to grow every single forum. But post the same stuff on our one as well, guys.
Yeah.
It's not going to matter if it's on 4 of the different ones. Post on us as well. Post on our one as well.
Post it out, because you might find someone's not on one forum, and you post it on ours, and they see it, oh, like that, or comment on it. So
yeah, anything you want. It's not up to just us doing it. We want you guys to take control of this forum and post.
Exactly.
You know, you don't have to be an admin to post on it. Just post whatever you like. Start a debate up, start a poll, anything.
Yeah. And remember, if you can't tune in for any reason whatsoever, if you're away or you can't just make it, don't forget we upload these after we've done it onto the YouTube channel as well, TaylorMade Army TV. If you haven't subscribed, go over there and subscribe now. All the previous podcasts are up, so if you missed something from one week, you want to go back and watch it, it's there and it's ready to watch.
And also, we will be doing, from Thursday, we're doing audio podcasts, so these podcasts will be audio ones. So if you missed that one, we will be putting that a bit more excessive, or exclusive, shall we say, out there as well. So I know we're in dialogue with a couple of things, and also we're trying to get in dialogue with Watford as well, see what they think about this, and just let it grow. Let it grow as much as we can, you know.
Let it grow.
Let it go. Let it go. So just, guys, this is the reason why we get so many people viewing this, is because of you, not us. We do this for the enjoyment. We enjoy this more because of you guys.
I'm loving it. I love it.
You are the reason why this is getting popular, not us, you. So
exactly,
you know, or probably Moobs and Dino actually. But there you go.
I would actually just like to say, if we go to Everton that Sunday, there will not be a podcast.
No,
we won't be able to get back.
Right? Can we just say as well, it will be on a Saturday, and we'll do it Saturday at 8. This will be up and coming. So at the moment, everything is Thursday to Sunday at 8 o'clock. We will be advertising the one. It will be a big pre-Everton one. We'll have 2. We'll do a half an hour one on Thursday, and we'll do a pre-one on Saturday. We'll be detailing that, but that'll be near the Everton game. Anything on Sunday, we'll try and do a Saturday one. But there you go. That's in the future. We will see you Thursday. Preview of West Brom, more detail, plus the midweek news. Obviously, this young man will probably be on the text talk as well, so get your questions to him as well. He will be as much as a podcast as us video boffins.
I will make an appearance on Thursday somewhere. I will pop up without warning.
Yeah, and he'll be on the podcast. So
yeah, and I'll be on the podcast as well.
So it's good night from him,
and it's good night from me.
Toodaloo. Up the audits.
Up the audits. See you later, guys.